Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson 3. Today lesson will go through LO3, which is learning outcomes 3, internal and external factors that affect organizations. My name is Anjum Satar and my email address anjum@ukeversity.co.uk. If you have any question, please drop me email and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So please always good to be reflect how much we know about financial management. What do you think now in lesson 3?
Lesson 3, 7, 8.
7, 8. Okay,
It
good.
is going good.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. So today lesson we have every business face two types of environment. Doesn't matter whatever activity you do in our organization, internal and external. So internal is known as a micro, also known as controllable, and
Macro.
external is with macro, macro, and
Non-controllable.
it's a uncontrollable,
Yeah.
so we can't control it. So this is controllable, no worries, we can change things as we wish to be, but this we can't control it. What we can't control it,
But we cannot control it, but we can understand and take the action accordingly. Is correct or no?
we have to interpret it and we have to
Yeah.
adopt it.
Yeah.
So some people call pestle, you can call pest. Yes, whatever word you use is the same. So we can look around the political.
Mm-hmm.
What's come under political is
Okay. It's uncontrollable. It should be the serially like a paste, or I can write anything any way, like a paste, pastel,
yes, you can use pestle, whatever. So
or
because
I can write any other way as well. Yeah.
yes, you can like
Right.
slap. Some people are like a social legal. So
Yeah, but
different
yeah.
people
But
use.
I was thinking to write something different.
It's fine if you want to, but these are the models given by the authors. So pest is political. So when we looking political, we because any business you start is affect political stability. Like if we look in the country where we have a war going around, like such as Afghanistan, for suppose, or Syria, or any other country, so there is a problem about political stability. So if we'll start business there, it will impact.
Mm-hmm.
Tax policies also impact, like in America, tax policies, corporation tax reduced from 32 to 19%, so that will beneficial for the companies. Yes, and we can expand our operation there. We're looking in a financial perspective. Program forthcoming, any legislation, like in the UK government is changing a lot of legislation, even immigration policy can affect because the supply of workers. Yes, so that's
Yeah.
impact as well in the various sectors. Employment law, a lot of discussion going around from labor that the European Union labor law should be embedded into the UK law now. So that's the employment law, where the national minimum wage, where Equality and Diversity Act 2010, GDPR, and various Health and Safety Act 1974, and various others. So if we have the legislation, if we don't follow it, we could be penalized and even can be charged as a criminal activity. So we have to follow the legislation. Dominant political ideology, yes, different political party, different ideology. If it's a labor in power, if it's a conservative in power, two different ideology. So then we look at the economics environment. Economics is inflation rate, exchange rates, economics growth, taxation, unemployment. So all these we look around. So we need to be very well manage them. Yes. So like inflation rate, if it's an increase, it affect purchasing power. So if the inflation is very high, like we have a 2.5 around, so which is the prices are really increasing, so it's impacting the purchasing power of individual. So if we are the company offering the not the basic necessity, is the luxuries of life, maybe for few people have a less disposable income. So we can look around economics rate, exchange rate, like again the pound and dollar also impact economics growth. We can under these factor we can look around per capita income, we can look around GDP, and we taxation legislation and unemployment rate also impact as well. Then we can look around the social factor. Of course, due to the COVID-19, social factor totally changed as a society. Now is more distance learning, more shopping online. Yeah, these trend going around. So we have to think about and we have to change the way as a company we deliver. The way if we not learn the computer, we have to change ourselves as a employees as well, because our future jobs can be at risk. Okay, technology, of course, no is digital technology. The text going to be digitalized, and we have to be change ourselves. We have to learn new technologies like IR35 and various other legislation going to be changed, and we need to be think about how these will impact our profession, like zero software integration and various machine chain languages, or machine languages, artificial intelligence. So these are the key.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we mean the business environment? Suggest that the business environment may be visualized in terms of layers and considering internal and external surrounding businesses that influence the organization and its separation. It can be layers. Yes. So as
Mhm.
you go out, as you go in, so you need to be well aware of. So information is a crucial thing. So that's we need to look around. Okay, so we have case study which I'll send you as well, which is available on Moodle. So which will go through
Okay.
first bus group. So how they manage as a external influence. Yeah? So various keeping in view of various legislation, keeping in view of the social factor, they start the school bus separately, yellow bus. Yes.
Mhm.
So in different part of the world, they have even is the same company, they divide it into different activities. How they segment into like the first train, first buses, first school service, and first other socialized services. So these we can, which is American company, is quite big. The network, and then we can read this case study in detail.
Yeah.
Okay, then business environment. This can be physical place or the location. Example, shopping
Mhm.
mall where many businesses are enclosed. That's why is a concept food street. So all sort of food under one roof. Yes,
Yeah.
are the people going shopping mall where they can buy anything. Yes, or they have lot of options to buy the things. Huh? That's we
Yeah.
need to think about, because sometime in the past we used to hate competition. No, people like the competition. Set the condition, for example, rules which govern buying and selling particular product, general economics environment, government policy. So under the government policy, two crucial policies we can look around. One is called monetary policy, and second is called fiscal policy. Do we know the difference?
No.
Okay, monetary policy is the policy of the state bank. In the UK is called central bank.
Mm.
Central bank increase or decrease the base rate. At the moment, how much is the base rate?
To be honest, I don't know.
0.01%, which is nothing. So we can get the mortgage very cheap. We can get the loan very cheap. Yes,
Yeah.
but this maybe likely won't stay the same. It can go up. But when go up, it can be more inflation even. Yes.
Hmm.
So we need to be really think about at the moment is number of factors behind the inflation. Okay, this is the policy. Another policy within monetary policy. So central bank can decide, if we deposit £100 in the bank
Mhm.
don't keep £100. £75 goes to central bank. Central bank give guarantee if the bank won't pay you, central bank will pay you.
Okay.
25 pound they do business. Yes.
Mhm.
So, like if I want to borrow money, so they between these my £100, £25, they circulate to various, in various term of loans. And the central bank can increase this percentage. Central bank can say 50% you send to central bank. Yes.
Central bank. Yeah.
So it mean more money will be circulation. When more money will be circulation, is more economic activity will happen, and more economic activity will be more government income will happen. Yes.
Mhm.
So that's the way is this monetary policy work, and the central bank carry on changing, keeping in view of the economic activity to control the things. Huh? Okay, then fiscal policy is the policy of the central government. It's not central bank, central government. Okay, is about the taxation. Yes, about income and spending, like the budget.
Yeah.
So this is come the fiscal policy. So normally in the UK we have a fiscal committee, we have a separate fiscal department, we have a watchdog top of it, their money being spent fairly and not waste the public money. So that's the huge controlling, but other part of the world is not happening like this. Huh? So that's why the problem. So we need to be think about these, and the government can increase and decrease the tax. Every year we have a finance act, so we need to be keep in mind, and we have to be follow those as well. Any question?
No, it's fine.
Okay, then as we mentioned, you can use the pastel words as well. Chartered Institute of Personnel, they define the six element and various other authors as well. Yes, which is external environment. So when we look the business environment, yes, organization, local community, all we need to keep in mind because these are all external can influence. Business environment uh, we have here is quite good, to watch. We have a Prezi link as well. I'm not sure you ever use the Prezi meeting. Yes, so those we can use to do meeting with various stakeholders. Yes, to understand their views, and so I'll show you. So this is quite good. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is about the pest and the pestle forces, external environment. So it's good to read. So all being very detailed, explain each factor. So we can look around on this one as well, pest and pestle forces. Okay, back to, and you have a link for the Prezi, so we can use it for further reading. Okay, this is one of the template which I just included here. So when we look the political, maybe you can, if you're looking the worldwide and the international trade, WTA rules, inflation rates, yes, outsourcing and all, you look the political side, economic side, social, cultural, legal, and environmental. All you keep in mind before entering into any other country where you want to do the future trade. Okay. So identify the pestle issues impacting your organization. What do you think? Any issues, any pest or pestle factor impact your organization, and which one and why? What do you think? Hello.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you
Hello.
think? Yes, your organization, which factor is impact more, which you have to adjust?
I think the economic is the most, and the politics. No.
Yes. So if we'll say politics is legislation come under
Legislation. Yeah.
so yes, is a
Yeah,
huge.
and that economic as well. Economic, some
Of
some
course,
yeah,
inflation rate, exchange rate,
inflation,
tax rate.
economic crisis, then fluctuation of interest.
Yeah. So in a financial world, as accountant, these factors huge impact. So we as a companies well need to be managed. Well done. Thank you. Okay. So then next we have 3.2, collect information from the various source and prepare the routine cost report. Cost report. So we can source can be internal or external. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So previous costing, future costing, inflation rate, and we can calculate the cost. Yes, like a labor, material, and
Mm-hmm.
we can get the information from external source and internal source. So when we look the job cost is the
Mm-hmm.
cost unit that consists of the single order of contract.
Mm-hmm.
So always we calculate what will be delivery cost. So Maybe a couple of you heard about Incoterm. Have we heard about Incoterms?
No.
So these are used in the international trade, such as when we'll say FOB, free on
Mhm.
board. Yes, these
Yeah.
are the terms. So we will deliver the goods on up to your port without any tax. Yes.
Okay.
So these are the term we use in international trade. It's called international tariff and trades. These terms, and we do business on these terms. Okay. Next, we look the when we do the process costing. So is other costing technique, and we can calculate. So we need to be follow each step. How much is the cost involved? Yes,
Mm.
we complete in one process, and we can transfer to the second and the third one. Okay. In the process,
Until the finished good produce.
yes, until the finished good. Then in the process costing can be normal loss. Normal
Yeah.
loss we expect it. Abnormal loss is more than our expectation.
Mhm.
If we have a less than normal loss, we have abnormal gain.
Yeah.
So if we are efficient, we can do the abnormal gain. So we've been given here little, the process accounts. For suppose what input we have. Yes, these are our input. So we going to produce 100,000 units, and 4,500 we supposed to be spent. Yes,
Mhm.
and we saying 10% will be our
Normal loss.
normal loss. So 4,500 divided by 9, so it cost us 5.
450.
So maybe we can say the normal loss or the scrap unit we can sell it are totally scrap. Yes. So
Mhm.
if we sell it, so it can be recovered some cost.
Some cost. Yeah.
A normal loss is 100 units. Abnormal loss, because in actually we are producing 850 instead of 900.
Nice.
So 50 is the abnormal loss. Yes.
Yeah.
So 50 times 5 is 250. 850 times 5, yes, 4250. And overall is, so we are not efficient, yes, because we have abnormal loss,
Abnormal loss. Yeah.
and the loss transferred to profit and loss.
Mm.
The process account is credit side, in the normal loss account is goes on the debit side. So same way we can look around the process one, process two, process three, yes, and
Yeah.
that's the way we'll carry on calculating. Like if we have a normal loss and we selling the unit, so this will reduce the cost. Like 40 pound we are recovering from 40p, we selling the
Scrap
unit.
value.
So that's the way we can calculate. So this is all about some calculation, and we can decide how much cost will be, yes, how many percent unit complete each process. Yeah, so that's quite good to look around. Okay, next we looking 3.3, make suggestion improving the performance. Yes,
Mhm.
so performance always based on three things. So performance, when you compare, always do in time, in cost, and quality. Yes.
Quality.
So when we'll do, we can use the balance scorecard. Maybe yes, it's good. One model to look around, which we'll go through. So that's we can. Okay. So then when we looking, you want to forecast and want to be managed for future performance, you can look around the trend analysis. Yes.
Mhm.
Couple of you maybe learn about the time series. Yes, or
Yeah.
moving averages in your maths in A levels. Yes. So these, for suppose we have a sales here, yes,
Yeah.
in 2005, 6, and we looking the moving averages 3. So you add three figures divided by 3, it's come, yes. Then you leave the first one, you add next 3 divided by 3, that come, this is the average, yes. So 12, so now you can look around the what is the trend. So if you're 12, 30, again you divide on 3, trend is coming 410, yes.
Yeah.
So average trend is 410. Here you look the trend 430. So 1 year is 410, next year 430. So this trend will carry on. and that's if
Yeah.
we can calculate the trend. If we look the number of period and central moving averages, so like we can look around, yes, we can calculate 4 moving averages here. We can do 3, 4, whatever you want, really your performance. And then we can find again, we divide it by 4, and then we add it to, and we found the middle one. It's called midpoint. So that we can do analysis for it. Then it's called seasonal variation. Each season, yes, things are changed, like Monday to Tuesday.
Yeah.
Actually, we did this activity, trend was this, yes. So how much is the variation, yes?
Yeah.
Actually, the less than, yes, trend. So 12.7 is the seasonal negative
Spiritual.
variation.
Hmm.
And the Tuesday, we have a positive. So if we want to be Monday to Tuesday, we can say positive, negative, yes,
Yeah.
variation. So like some seasonal sales go up, some seasonal sales go up, down. So we can look around like here is the actual forecast and the trend, and then on the basis of this we can calculate week 1, week 2, week 3. Yes, is
Yeah.
100%, 200%. So we have to be look around the previous and the future. And like we heard about, maybe we learn about price index.
Hmm.
Why we
Yeah.
have price index? Price index give the indication for the future trend. So if we want to add some examples, we can, but it's not compulsory these examples, just for the sake of your knowledge.
Okay.
Okay. Then next we looking, this is the price index. Yes, as I mentioned. So measure the changes in the money value of the group of items over the period, like we can say price index. Yes. So actual sales in the year times by, we can look around current price index divided by retail price index for the future, which we are going to calculate the sales.
Mm-hmm.
So current period figure divided by the base and time by 100. So we can find our self index, yes, if we
Hmm.
don't know. So we can, based on, we can say last year price and this year price, we can take the difference and divide it by the base year. We can say how much is index went up, the price
Yeah.
increase. So that's the way we can do like here. And then next we can use one technique is called linear. Yes, linear.
Benefit.
Linear is the relationship between A and B. So we can look around when we calculate the cost. We can look around fixed and variables. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Y is equal to A plus B. So A we can say is a fix, B is the variable per unit, and X is the number of units. Yes, activity
Hmm.
level. So 40,000 plus 3,000 is per unit. If we are doing the 9, are we looking in the 9th period? Yes. So times by 9, so we can say what is the total cost. Yes. And then we can divide it, how many units we have produced it. For how many units we can calculate per unit cost. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is all the example. Any question?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Then next we've been asked prepare the performance report. So when we prepare the performance report, of course, in the previous lesson we discuss about variance.
Hmm.
We can look around the performance. Is it favorable variance, adverse variance? We can look around the performance in term of ratio analysis. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We can look around the performance input and output. Yes. How many
Yeah.
input we have, how many output we have. We can look around the performance in terms of internal department, external department. So all this we can focus and we can calculate. Any question?
No, fine.
Okay. So that's all, really today is we can look around the performance, and performance we can measure it. And I included all these, of course you already have a books as well, yes, where we can look around the unit cost. We can calculate if you want to be ROE, return on capital employed, which we learn in the other unit as well, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows we can measure the performance, if we
Yeah.
have a two companies are costing, or we can demonstrate adding examples.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, all today, and thanks for attending today's session. And the next session will be about assignment discussion, which will
Thank you.
go, and have a nice weekend. And
And you
thanks.
take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.